Well, I was born and raised in Sacramento. I grew up in Carmichael, and I went to elementary school here. I went to high school here, and went to college here. And I've been part of the law enforcement for about 26 years. I started with the Sacramento County Sheriff's Office in May of 1996, and had an opportunity to work in corrections, work in patrol, work narcotics, and then went back to detectives and had an opportunity to promote in 2004 to a sergeant. From there, I was a PIO. I also worked in special investigations and detectives. Then promoted again in 2008 to lieutenant, where I was assigned to the Rio Correctional Center, which is down here in Elk Grove. And then through economic downturn, the sheriff's office laid off a lot of people. I was moved to the main jail, was demoted as a result of the economic downturn and the loss of people. Then reinstated about a year later at the main jail, and I worked in corrections, and I went to patrol services in the South area. Then I went to the city of Rancho Cordova as the assistant chief of police. That's where I had my real first opportunity to be in municipal policing. And then from there, I went to the Folsom Dam, and I was the dam commander. And from there, I had an opportunity to promote again to captain for the sheriff's office, and that was in 2014, where I went and worked internal affairs. I worked Central Division Patrol as a commander. I worked investigations as a commander, and I worked at the courthouse as a commander. And then in 2020, there was an opportunity to come work at the Elk Grove Police Department, and I applied, and here I am. Yeah, I've done quite a few things, and been very, very fortunate to be part of two really good organizations. Had wonderful career experiences, working everything from corrections to investigations to field services at every capacity. I worked in every division of the sheriff's office, and it has prepared me for my role here. I think being part of cases that are significant, investigations that are significant, patrol events that have been significant, loss of officers, and things that have helped develop who I am in this profession. And I would say that all of those experiences on the job have prepared me to be where I am today, and working for the Elk Grove Police Department, which is a truly unique experience, and different than sheriff policing. Municipality policing is it gives us an opportunity to really wrap ourselves around our victims, or our community, if you will, when we respond to something. We can complete a call, if you will, and we're not so busy that we can't take the extra time to really lean into our community and the people that we get a chance to work with. So I love it. I think, again, it's experiences have gotten me here, and I think having come in and had a chance to work with Chief Albright and understanding his philosophy and how we are as a city was significant, and who I am, and how I am as a leader. So I think what's paramount for me right now is to make sure that we have not just great relationships with our community, but we continue to bridge partnerships and develop new relationships with our community. But even more, I think it's recognizing that officer wellness is important for us in our organization and our profession as a whole. Because if we're healthy internally, we're going to be healthy for our community as well. But I think that, looking for us at the loss of Ty and what that meant to us as an organization, as the first officer killed from our department, it's not just paying tribute to him and what he represented, but making sure that we continue to do the hard work that we've done for our community, but also for ourselves, to make sure that we're healthy, make sure that we have the resources that we need internally, so that we're able to provide an external service that is at the highest level. And that's where we've been for the last 17 years in this organization, and that's where we'll continue to be. But it's recognizing the importance of our membership, and really what do we need to make sure that we're healthy internally. I would say that for attaining this goal, or attaining this position, is really driven from hard work. It's opportunities that I've had in my life but it started far before I started in this profession. My compass, my work ethic, the things that I believe in were instilled in me from my parents. And the reason that I am in a position that I am today to, work with our membership or be the leader of this organization is as a result of what I learned as a young man and as a child. And a winner never quits and a quitter never wins. And my dad taught me that and told me that almost every day. And by that, he means that if you work hard and you try to achieve the things that you want, you will, as long as you're willing to put the time in and put the effort in to do that. And I'm in this position because I continue to work hard. I continue to believe in not just policing, believe in myself, believe in the community that I work for, and believing that the things that we do to make our communities better are what we're supposed to do, and it's a calling for us. And again, I think it comes back to it comes back to being willing to put the work in to achieve that goal. And while I don't know that being a chief of police was something that I thought when I started doing this job, it became something that was attainable through my experiences, not just at the sheriff's office, but here, and working with Chief Albright, seeing what goals and objectives that he had and he had instilled within this organization and in our profession, and following up on those and making sure that I can carry that message forward. I am very, very privileged and feel very fortunate to be in this position, but it's, in my belief, because I worked hard to get here, and I've had an opportunity to earn it. And I continue to work hard to make sure that not just that I'm here, but that we're successful as an organization and that our membership has every tool they need to be successful as well. Well, for wellness, it's understanding wellness and what that means for law enforcement, and whether that's mental health, physical fitness, providing the tools and equipment that they need, whether it's building the bridges within our community to ensure that we have that relationship for our community. It's all the pieces that put us in place to be healthy. I think that in this profession, with the trauma that we see on a daily basis, it's recognizing that sometimes we have to take pause, and we have to plug into our membership and make sure that if we are experiencing or they're experiencing trauma, that we as the leaders of the organization recognize that and are willing to have those conversations with them and let them know that it's not just important that we're able to respond to those calls for service, but it's also important that we're able to respond to each other and be willing to have that courageous conversation that can be emotional at times, but understanding that conversation may be the difference between someone having a healthy, long career or a short career because of the trauma and the things that we've experienced. Our membership here is vital, and our professional staff and the people that work in this organization are the backbone to what we do every single day. And ensuring that they're as healthy as they can be is a goal for me. Recognizing that a little bit of communication really goes a long way, and letting them know that they have support. They have support through the entire organization, but moreover, I support them. And I support what their goals and objectives are. And I'm going to do my best to put myself in a place to help them achieve every goal that they would want. Because I know that if we're successful internally, we're going to be successful for our community, and that's important to me. I'm really excited to see where we go as an organization, and being part of this has been a really special experience. I wouldn't be here without Chief Albright, and I think if we recognize what he's done for our city and our community, we will continue to prosper if we continue down a path of where he's been or where he was, and his predecessors before him. So I just feel very fortunate.